The episode starts with a terrifying revelation. Shinra slowly opens his eyes. A television nearby is playing a news broadcast, reporting the emergence of the fifth pillar. Still half conscious, Shinra listens in confusion. He tries to move, and immediately realizes he can't. His wrists and ankles are restrained. Alarmed, Shinra questions where he is, and who would restrain him like this. Before he can struggle further, he hears footsteps approaching. A sliding door opens. Shinra turns his head, ready to fight, but freezes when he recognizes the people standing before him. Captain Obi, Arthur, Company 8. Relief sets in, but the confusion only deepens. Arthur quickly realizes something is wrong, and explains that Shinra has no memory of what happened. Then Arthur says something shocking. The Shinra who just woke up is the original Shinra. Captain Obi is confused, but Arthur explains that the Shinra who was with them for the past 3 months wasn't really him. Even Obi agrees. This Shinra feels different. Shinra looks into a mirror and panics. His hair is dyed blonde. His ears are pierced. He demands to know when he did all this, but then realizes something terrifying. He doesn't remember any of it. Obi tries to calm him down, but Shinra can't shake the feeling that someone else lived his life while he was gone. Shinra asks to be left alone and washes his hair. The dye fades, but his memories don't return. Vulcan appears and casually admits that he dyed Shinra's hair. Then he adds, "You can wash the dye out. But what about the tattoos?" Shinra freezes. He looks down and finally notices the flame tattoos covering his body. Panic overwhelms him. Shinra completely breaks down, nearly crying as he prays, "Latum, please forgive me for my sins." Vulcan then mentions that Arthur was the first one to realize Shinra wasn't acting like himself. Shinra turns to Arthur and calls him a good friend, saying friends are the best thing to have. Before immediately taking it back, Arthur just smiles. Suddenly, Victor Licht comes flying in and crashes dramatically into the room. He immediately demands Shinra tell him everything he remembers. Shinra answers honestly. He remembers nothing. The last thing he recalls is experiencing an Adala link, seeing another world that felt like a dream, but far too real. Then Victor delivers the worst news. During those 3 months, Shinra didn't just disobey orders. He attacked Sister Iris. Shinra is completely stunned. He can't believe it. Later, Shinra speaks privately with Arthur. Arthur asks where Shinra was during the missing months. Shinra explains it felt like a dream, but in that dream, he saw the past, a world before the Great Cataclysm. He draws a crude human figure and asks Arthur if it looks human. Arthur says yes. That's Shinra's point. People in the past looked human, just like now, but something about them was fundamentally different. Shinra begins questioning everything he's been taught. What if the cataclysm 250 years ago wasn't an accident? Arthur then reveals something chilling. During those months, Shinra acted exactly like the rumors from his childhood. The devil, the matricide, the monster people feared. Arthur believes that wasn't Shinra at all. It was a doppelganger from Adala. Shinra meets Sister Iris. Despite everything, she smiles and says she's glad he's back. Shinra bows deeply and apologizes for what he did, even though he doesn't remember it. Iris forgives him immediately. She explains that since the pillars began appearing, the world has been changing. Infernal outbreaks increased. Fire users are growing stronger. Then Iris reveals the truth. She raises her hand and creates a small flame. Sister Iris is a 3rd generation. Her powers were always there, just too weak to notice before. She admits she doubted her own existence and went to Shinra for help, but the Shinra she spoke to wasn't really him. That's when he attacked her. Victor and Princess Hibana discuss the implications. As the pillars appear, Adala and the real world are merging. If all pillars awaken, a second cataclysm may be inevitable. Later, Captain Obi speaks with Shinra. He reassures him. No one hates him. No one abandoned him. He's still Company 8's Shinra. Shinra thanks him, deeply moved. The scene shifts to Benimaru, completely drunk, staring up at the moon in silence. Then the tone darkens. Joker witnesses a horrifying vision. A towering pillar rising into the sky. A demon seated atop it, smiling as the flames spread. New infernals forming one after another. The boundary between Adala and reality collapsing. The future twists, burns, and overlaps with the present. Fire consumes the world once more. And in that vision, one truth becomes clear. The cataclysm is no longer a warning. It has already begun.